In 2016, former Senator Russ Feingold called for an end to the F-35 program, an end to the whole program. Do you know of any other leaders who recognize that we need to cut our losses on this program?
I can't think of a national politician who's got the guts to stand up and say, end this insanity, end this unbelievable waste of the taxpayers' money, and this unbelievable disservice to our pilots and our airmen. You know, I cannot think of a single politician who has national office who's got the guts to do that. And the only ones who would even come remotely close, interestingly enough, were all right-wingers, you know, like Ron Paul, or there was a congressman from North Carolina who was also a man of great conscience and who would have said something like that, one of the few who voted against, you know, against funding further wars. So this is not a Democrat versus Republican thing at all. This is because the Democrats are just as captured by this tremendous amount of money that's being recycled out of Lockheed back into the US Congress and into the White House. Remember, this airplane, $400 billion in procurement, $1.5 trillion in lifetime cost, is the most expensive weapons program ever. And it has bought 350 congressional districts. They have subcontracted pieces of this airplane deliberately, I mean almost artistically one might say, to 350 key congressional districts, so they own more than 2/3 of the Congress. You know, they have it in 48 states. And by the way, that's part of why the airplane's such a turkey, because those things have real consequences. You start farming out contracts to all kinds of people out in the boonies who don't really know much about airplanes, but who have a senator who's powerful, you know, and they get signed up to, you know, to build your rudder or to build your nose wheel, except they're not very good at it. And then you hire them, and they deliver something that doesn't fit. You can't fire them anymore because you need their senator, right? And now you're in a hopeless mess. This is one of the reasons why this thing is stretched out so long, is because of the consequences of buying all this allegiance through subcontracts all over the country, this job-creating mythology. The consequences are very bad and potentially dangerously unsafe airplanes, because you can't control their quality, you can't control their cost, and you can't control their schedule.